Peace, family. How you doing? Good morning. Today is Monday, MLK Day, federal holiday, off day for some. But I wanted to come on this morning and give it to you before you start your day. Of course, like we start in the spirit of gratitude. We start in the spirit of love. We start in the spirit of reciprocity. So from me to you, I want to say thank you for being here and supporting the Consistency is Currency podcast thus far and everything that you've done. Good morning, Miss Selena. Good morning to everyone that's out there. I pray that your holiday is a blessed holiday and something that you can spend time with. Here, where we are headquartered in the city of Killeen, co-located with Fort Hood, we have our MLK March this morning at 9 o'clock. But I did want to get on and speak to the podcast family, the Facebook Live family, the YouTube family, um, just not to leave you out. I mean, I could have took this morning off, but I mean, it's early enough to still give you what you want. But yeah, definitely want to be on long today, but still want to talk about on go mode. What is on go mode? On go mode for me is that consistency on go mode. I'm here at 7:30. Well, I'm here prior to 7:30, but going live at 7:30. Unless technology win, going live at 7:30 is definitely important to me because I am dedicated to what I'm doing. I'm dedicated to the skill. I'm dedicated to the craft, dedicated to the gift because the gift is my natural inheritance. That is my birthright. That was my God-given ability that I have inherited and I have learned what the purpose was and how to execute it. That's my go mode. My go mode is an impact. My go mode is an influence because what I do is not here just for me because what I do it for those that are out there who are impacted by the words that are being said and who are influenced by the things that are being said as well. Good morning, Miss Lambert. So let's go ahead and talk about go mode. We're gonna try a little bit different thing. We'll try a little different scenery. I'm gonna try this mode out right here. I'm still here on the lower right. I don't know how you see it on your phone, but all right, let's talk about go mode. So of course we always go through the definition, and the definition that we're talking about is mode. What is a mode? A mode is a way or manner in which something is done. A mode is a way or manner in which something is done. And then the second definition of mode is a value that occurs most frequently in a given set of data. A value that occurs most frequently in a given set of data. That is a mode. So now when you go through the R2 definition, now, of course, what I do is I take the definitions and I merge it to give it a practical and a right now relevancy to the word itself. Because a lot of times these words were made so long ago that it is not made as a reference or relevant to what is going on right now in our times, right here in 2022 in our times. So the go mode, the merge definition is a manner in which something is executed with value. Because the things that you value, you will give it a little bit more than the other things that you don't value. And that is true in nature. So to be on go mode is a manner in which something is executed with value. You're gonna put a little bit more heart into it. You're going to put a little bit more energy into it. You're going to have a lot more tenacity attached to it because you understand the value of the execution that you're doing and the manner in which you do it. So on go mode is a manner in which something is executed with value. So when your child is doing something or your business is doing something, a business partner, whatever it is, when you're on go mode, there is a manner in which you execute something based on the solid, firm foundation of values. Get on go mode. So the first thing when you're dealing with going and executing in go mode, you have to ensure that you have a value system. There is no way that I'm going to talk about a manner in which something is executed with value and not tell you that you have to have a value system to begin with. What is your value system? What are the things, what are the sets of principles that you have that guide you? Because without the guidance, then you will not reach the destiny. It's just like when you're going on Google and you put in an address, that is a system that is guiding you from your point A to your point B. And what are the value systems that you have that is going to get you to reach your goals? What is the value system that you're going to develop that is going to allow your child to understand that we have values in this home and the principles in this home are grounded by this? The things that you do is guided by that. So what value system are you going to incorporate into your life that is going to get you to the point to where you're striving to get to on go mode? And the next thing that you're going to have to do when you understand the value of what you're doing and the value system that you have behind what you're doing, the principles that you're founded on, that you're having, you're going to have to begin to leave the excuses behind. I don't care where you put it, but you're going to have to leave it where it stands. You're going to have to leave it in the room that you just left. You're going to have to leave it in the conversation you just walked away from. You're going to have to leave it where it was, because you're not going to get those things done because when you're grounded on false and fake values, you're not going to get those things done when you're standing on shaky ground. So you're going to have to leave those excuses behind if you're going to ever be able to execute in that go mode, able to execute in that space to where you're getting things done. And I'm telling you, once you understand the value behind it and the things that you're walking away from, it's going to make it so much easier to walk towards it. Why? Because you've left so much stuff behind you that everything in front of you becomes that much more clear. And again, I don't care where you put it as long as you leave it. And then when you begin to leave those things, because again, I'm not telling you, I can't tell you that you're not adding value to it if it's not the manner in which you're doing it. But when you begin to execute, you're going to ensure that you are executing with intention. What are the reasons behind what you're doing? Because if you're not ready to execute the plan, I'm telling you right now, do not start at all. Just don't start. I don't have no other way to tell you at all. Because if you're not ready to execute the plan, don't start the plan. Because when you begin to start the plan and you don't execute the plan, you will have the ability to tap into your emotions and doubt will set in. You will begin to tap into the the foundation that you wish you had because you're not executing the plan. So execute with the intentions on finishing, execute with the intentions on developing yourself through the journey, because the journey you will reach the end point of your journey when you execute the plan, and execute that plan with true and honest values and intentions. So the number 3 thing that you're going to need to do when you're getting into that go mode is execute with intention. Because when you're around people that are pure in nature, when you're around people that understand your intentions, then they will understand when you in go mode and why you in go mode, and they'll support go mode because they know the values that you bring to the table, and they know the intentions that you have. But a lot of times it's not about what other people see, it's about what you see. It's about what you see. What intentions do you have in the plan before you start? What intentions have you developed with the plan when you started? And once you understand that, the execution is going to be so sweet. The execution is going to be so dominant in how you see things. Walking away from that excuse is going to be so easy because the intentions that you have in the execution. And it's going to make it so much easier for you to go get it. As you see in his vision, for those, especially for those who ever ran track and those who ever been in sports, you know and understand when you're in that state and when you're running, they tell you to stay low, keep that form, keep your head down, because once you come up and get out of that form, that's when you take off like a rocket. That's when you actually begin to take on your stride and let the wind stay behind you, just like you're leaving your excuses behind you and you're telling yourself to go get it and stay focused on what you're doing, because when you are on go mode, you're going to have to stay focused on what you're doing and stop worrying about what somebody else is doing. Stop worrying about what somebody else said about you. Stop worrying about what other people are saying inside of the room. Block out the noise and listen to the sound, because when you block out the noise and listen to the sound, it allows you to comprehend what you need to do when you begin to execute the plan in excellence. And I'm telling you right now, leaving the excuses behind will allow you and teach you to go and get it. Because once you get it, it's going to tell you that I am executing without permission. I am executing without permission because I don't need you to tell me when I need to go. I just need to know if whether I'm going to accept my calling, or I'm going to accept my mission, or I'm going to decline my mission, because I understand I don't need you to give me permission to go. I must have permission from myself that where I'm going, I am destined to get there, because I understood my assignment and I left those excuses behind. I've executed with proper intentions, that I am allowing my motives to move me. And when you allow your motives to move you, when you are walking and executing within your permission, because it's not someone else's permission, because it was yours, because that gift and that talent was given to you when you worked on those skills, it's going to make it so much easier to you for you to stay focused. And the last thing I want to leave you with is stop waiting for the mood. Stop waiting for the mood. Because a lot of times people say, I'm just waiting for that mood, that mood, those emotions, that are moving you away from your target. Stop waiting to be in a mood and get in the mode. Stop waiting to get in the mood and get into mode. Get into that mode, that manner in which you execute something with value, that manner in which you execute those things with the proper intentions, the manner in which you execute those things that you had left behind. Stop worrying about the emotional capacity, because yes, you should have emotional intelligence, but waiting for the mood may knock you out of the mode. Waiting for the mood may knock you out of your gift. Waiting for the mood will knock you out of your blessing, because you've been waiting for something, because you also been waiting for somebody else to give you permission that they don't even have the ability to give you permission for. They don't even have the calling or the ability to give you permission, because the mission wasn't given to them. The mission was given to you, that you have the ultimate opportunity to give to yourself. Stop waiting for the mood and get in mode. The ability or the manner in which something is executed in value. Face the value of it. And I guarantee you, when you walk away from those excuses, when you're walking towards those gifts, when you're walking through those doors, when you're crushing it, when you're walking through the doors of opportunity, every time someone told you no, I'm telling you, yes is around the corner. Every time someone told you not right now is setting you up for the opportunity that is coming the next day. Every time something was not working in your favor, there is favor for you, but you have to stand in the gap for yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to begin to enter inside of you, intercede for yourself before you ever have the ability to have an outward approach. Self-esteem is how you see yourself. Self-esteem is how you self-reflect. Self-esteem is how you care for yourself. And then when you understand that, being on go mode is so much easier for you to deal with. Why? Because it started with you. Stay on go mode. Get there and get to the point. Why? because you gave you permission to be blessed. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all MLK weekend. And for everybody that's out there, have a wonderful day and start your week off strong. And remember right here, consistency is currency. Reciprocity is important. Reciprocity is having the right intentions on what you're doing. Y'all be blessed. Peace.